Fantastic morning going out to you, my lovely viewers, wherever you find yourself. And I'm very excited to welcome you with another great edition of the Early Today Morning Show, which happens to be the biggest morning show across the whole wide world, because we concentrate on nothing but not only on the local stories, we give you the international front, what the newspapers are currently reporting so far as the international front is concerned. And today we promise you nothing but the biggest of information that you would ever need for the day across the world. So my name is Fianclub Nicholas, and I present to you the Early Today Morning Show. We are currently streaming live here in Accra at our studios at Makati. It is the Rejoice TV, your favorite and your finest television. Now, today we're bringing you a lot of interesting segments on this wonderful show. We have something on motivation, which I have repeated myself that it is the most favorite part that I love so much, and I'll be bringing you something on the weather report. And I have my wonderful guest. She's already in the house. She's already in the house in the person of Ruby Boy, and she is an on-air radio personality. She'll be joining pretty shortly for us to do the discussions in the Nigerian newspapers. I also have something very interesting for you today, but I wouldn't want to tell you that. But the song you heard before I introduced this particular program was by Obapa Christie, and she calls this one Shebre Sisafo. You know, literally it means the destiny changer. Yes, there is only one destiny changer that I know, that is our Lord Jesus Christ. So rely on him and put all your trust in him. So that was a very fantastic music video from Obapa Christie, I should say. Then away from there, today happens to be the 11th of January 2017. Remember that our WhatsApp numbers are activated, as well as our Facebook. These are the two social media platforms we'll be working today, you know, with. We start off with the Facebook. Remember to do search as on Facebook. It is Rejoice TV. I recommend that you suggest to all your friends you like the page. You know, first and foremost, you like the page, then you encourage your colleagues to like the page as well. Now, the numbers to contact us on ahead of the discussions and most of the topics that we'll be discussing, or maybe perhaps you have a friend or a colleague who is currently celebrating the birthday, you can as well send your message on our WhatsApp number. Maybe you have a request to make on Rejoice Television. All requests are welcome on this particular show. It is 0543 445361. The numbers are on your screen. 0543 445361. If you are watching me outside Ghana, yes, Africa, one of the African countries, Nigeria, Liberia, anyway, you can just add the country's code +233 543 445361. Then if you want to sponsor this particular wonderful program, all doors are open. You can contact our marketing department, and they will do they are ready and will do business with you. The numbers to reach us on 0247 227667, 0247 227667. We have the most affordable rates you can ever think of, so you have to look no further than Rejoice TV if you want the right coverage in terms of promoting your business and your product. 0247 227667. The numbers are on your screen, so do contact us for any sponsorship deal, and we will gladly do business with you. Now, let me begin with my very first segment, and I love this one so much. Yesterday we had a lot of message commending us for the motivation tip, and we promise you nothing but the very best today too as well. So let's quickly jump into the motivational quotes this morning. Don't make excuses for why you can't get it done. I like this one. Don't make excuses for why you can't get it done. Now it goes on to say that focus on all the reasons why you must make it happen. As simple as that. Don't make excuses for why you can't get it done. Focus on all the reasons why you must make it happen. As simple as that. You know, a lot of people make excuses. They complain. I can't do this thing. it is so difficult. I mean, immediately you say it is difficult, it takes away the courage for you to face up the task. So we are saying that stop giving excuses. It's not going to help you to whatever thing that you want to do in life. It is hard time. You need to, take away those excuses, giving flimsy excuses. It doesn't help. So what we are telling you this morning, that anything that you've been tasked up to do, just gather all the momentum, just gather the courage, just gather the strength, the energy that you need for that task. And there is nothing that it is impossible. If someone has been able to do it, you can also as well do it. That is why I always respect the white. When they see someone is up with their task, they look at what the person is doing and they gather all the momentum, they gather all the strength, they try and learn. But what do we see as blacks? Hatred, jealousy. Instead of working hard, we pop our nose into issues that do not help us. So this morning, we are encouraging you, we are motivating you, we are inspiring you, we are encouraging you this morning that don't give flimsy excuses. It is too much. You are complaining, my beloved. Stop complaining and focus on the reasons that you must make it happen. Focus on how you can, turn things around. There is a saying that everything has a solution to a problem. There is a solution to every problem. Every problem has a solution. So this is how we motivate you this morning, and I believe you have been blessed. My name is Fianco Nicholas, and it's the Early Today morning show, the biggest morning show where we concentrate on stories trending in the newspapers across the world. So we have something on Nigeria, we have something on UK, we have something on Ghana, we have something on so many countries. So stay tuned, and as we bring you the next segment. The next segment, I'll be introducing to you the weather updates. The weather updates. And we start off with Accra, Ghana. Accra, Ghana will be experiencing a weather condition of 33 degrees Celsius, and it will be partly cloudy in the region of Accra today. And in South Africa, Cape Town to be precise, we'll be doing a weather condition of 27 degrees Celsius. It will be mostly sunny in South Africa, that is Cape Town to be precise. And in Nigeria, Calabar, we'll be doing 33 degrees Celsius. There will be some thunders or scattered thunderstorms within Nigeria and in Calabar. So if you are in Calabar, Nigeria, you need to be aware of this particular weather update because it is very important. Now we go to Gabon, where it happens to be the host nation for this particular AFCON. So Franceville, one of their capitals, 32 degrees Celsius, and there will be a thunderstorm in Gabon, in Franceville today. And in Tunisia, we look at Al Wakadran, and they'll be experiencing a weather condition of 16 degrees Celsius. It will be partly cloudy today. And in UK, Bristol City will be doing 10 degrees Celsius, mostly sunny with a bit of coolness. And we'll be crossing away from there. We'll look at France, Strasbourg, and Strasbourg will be doing 4 degrees Celsius, and there'll be showers this morning within the area of Strasbourg this morning. And away from there, let's look at Holland, Rotterdam. Rotterdam will be doing a 9 degrees Celsius, and it will be showers this morning there. And in USA, Austin, 27 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy today. And in Canada, Montreal, 6 degrees Celsius, and there will be partly cloudy today in the region of Montreal, Canada. So this is where we wrap up on today's edition of the weather updates, and I believe it's your favorite answer. Now I'll go for exports of commercials. When I return, I'll be introducing the world newspaper segment. Stay on.
Hello, for those of you watching me here in Ghana and West Africa, my name is Yabo Atima Asafoje, and you are watching Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. This is a TV station from Europe, and all we do is to promote companies, industries, and then also ministries. Are you a man of God looking for a media platform to make publicity of your ministry? This is an opportunity for you. As you see behind me, the studio I'm in right now, this is made for all preachers, all ministers. If you're a gospel musician or a man of God who needs a studio or a TV station for publicity, do not let a camera or money limit you. This is an opportunity for you. If you don't have your videos, never worry. You see the numbers on your screen. All you have to do is take those tickets and give me a call and we shall chat. This is Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. If you find yourself in Europe, in Asia, all you have to do, you can get Rejoice TV by the satellite, the new Freebox Mini 4K, and then also by the D-Box Miami. By Roku decoder also, you can get us in UK and in USA.
You welcome back from that commercials break, and it is the early today morning show. I've already told you that today I'll be discussing a lot of interesting topics, and my guests are already seated in the house. I have Honorable Solomon Donko, who happens to be a political analyst, and I also have Mr. Stephen Nana Mwaku Redu. He's a social commentator on politics, and he's already in the house, and pretty surely I'll be interviewing them and we'll be probing into the stories that are making the headlines in the Ghanaian front. Then we go straight to the world newspaper review. I do promise you, and we are there. So we start off with the UK, and we have the Daily Telegraph. The Daily Telegraph this morning's caption that Coburn's migrations policy in disarray. So that is what the Daily Telegraph is actually reporting on this morning. Away from there, we look at the Scotsman in the headline banner of the Scotsman newspaper, saying that on divine Brexit, Pat's finance sector at risk. Wow. And there is another caption on the Scotsman newspaper in UK saying that the UK plans for human rights are rejected. Now we move away from there, we go straight to Nigeria, and we look at the Tribune newspaper. The Tribune newspaper this morning is reporting that Senate removes Ali Indu as a Senate leader, and there is also another caption on the Tribune newspaper in Nigeria, and it says that Buhari postpones the Gambia mediatory trip. Buhari postpones the Gambia mediatory trip, and this has to do with the kind of political divisions that is going on in Gambia at the moment, controversies within Yahya Jammeh and Adama Barrow, who has been declared winner in the Gambian elections that took place last year. But as of now, there has not been any confirmation. I mean, there's been that confirmation, but Yahya Jammeh is not ready to hand power to Adama Barrow, and he believes that the EC actually manipulated the results, and he believes that there should be a new election in the Gambia. There's been a lot of state personalities, president. I remember the outgone president, former president of Ghana, Mahama going there, and former president Mahama going there to actually deliberate on these issues. But it's like he turned deaf ear to them. So I'm not surprised President Muhammadu Buhari actually is postponing the mediatory trip. I mean, he should be able to go there, but let's see how it turns out to be. We'll be updating you more on that, and we move away from there. We look at one of the important and the most widely read newspaper in Nigeria. We call that the This Day newspaper. The front banner will actually be doing discussion into this particular story, so it will be very interesting. And it says that the federal government, that is the FG, appoints auditors to monitor state funds. And like I said earlier on, Ruby Boy radio and TV personality will be here to do the discussions with me. Then there is another caption on the headline banner of the This Day newspaper saying that Abuja cancels unlisted outrageous tenement rates on residents. Now we come to Ghana, and we start off with Daily Graphic, and there's been a lot of reports this morning. It has a picture. Of Mr. Yao Safuma for Senior Minister, Aji Alima Mahama, local government, all looking very good in them. Some notable names that have been here. And so this is what the newspapers are actually reporting on, with the Daily Graphic saying that nothing but the truth and accuracy every day. It goes for 250 pesos. Go grab a copy and you'd see more stories on that. Now, like I said, there is a pictures of some political personalities, Dominic Inti, and Itiwo, has been acted as the Minister of Defense, and some notable names, Gloria Akufo, Attorney General. He said that President named 13 as ministers designate. So he has actually appointed these names to be vetted in Parliament for the necessary appointment. So there is another caption right here saying that Amidu accuses past two parliamentarians of corruptions. Amidu accuses past two parliaments of corruption. So it has, if he's actually accusing parliamentarians in this particular instance, so we ask ourselves, which administration, which regime is the corrupt administration? We'll bring more details into that. Now, away from there, let's look at Daily Guide. Daily Guide this morning is reporting that Nana names 14 ministers. Nana names 14 ministers. You can see the headline banner boldly written. Nana names 14 ministers, and as usual, some notable names that have been appointed as ministers designates are here. Dr. Usufi Yakutu, Food and Agriculture, Ajalima Mahama, all looking wonderful in the front banner headline of the Daily Graphic, and it goes on to say, Ada missing head found. Ada missing head found. Like, seriously, how is that possible? Anyway, government rejects Mahama House. It has been the talk of the day, and my guest and I will be doing a lot of probings into that particular story, and we would see whether it is fair enough. It has been debatable as to whether the government, the former government, should, whether per the request that he has made, whether the incoming President Nana Akufo-Addo and his administration should certify the request that he has actually made. It is another thing that we'll be looking at this morning. So this is where we wrap up on the World Newspaper Review. We started off with the newspaper in UK, and we gave you something on Nigeria and in Ghana. It is the World Newspaper Review. I'll go for a quick of spots of commercials, and when I return, Ruby Boy, radio TV personality, will be seated as we do some discussions. Stay tuned.
Hello, for those of you watching me here in Ghana and West Africa, my name is Yabuatima Asafoje, and you are watching Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. This is a TV station from Europe, and all we do is to promote companies, industries, and then also ministries. Are you a man of God looking for a media platform to make publicity of your ministry? This is an opportunity for you. As you see behind me, the studio I'm in right now, this is made for all preachers, all ministers. If you're a gospel musician or a man of God who needs a studio or a TV station for publicity, do not let a camera or money limit you. This is an opportunity for you. If you don't have your videos, never worry. You see the numbers on your screen. All you have to do is take those digits and give me a call, and we shall chat. This is Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. If you find yourself in Europe, in Asia, all you have to do, you can get Rejoice TV by the satellite, the new Freebox Mini 4K, and then also by the D-Box Miami. By Roku decoder also, you can get us in UK and in USA.
Welcome back from the commercials break. It is still the Early Today morning show, the biggest morning show across Africa and Europe and the world at large. I can confidently tell you the numbers to reach us by WhatsApp. It is 0543 445361. 0543 445361. You can bring your message, being it proud to this particular discussion segment on what we'll be discussing on this particular platform. Anything you want to request by music, by video, or you want to say something, there is a friend who is actually celebrating the birthday, you can push in your message on our WhatsApp number 0543445361. If you're watching me outside Ghana, or probably you're in one of the African countries, Nigeria, Liberia, Cameroon, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, +233 is the numbers to add to the numbers that I've already mentioned. So +233 543 445361. Remember to add your name and where you text me from. It is very, very important. So we look at the discussions, and as I said earlier on, my guest Ruby Boy, she's already seated, radio, TV personality, and she will be helping me to do the discussions. Today we look at some discussions that from the Nigerian front, that is the this day. But before that, let me introduce my guest to you. Ruby.
Hello.
What's up?
Very well.
You good?
Yes.
Wow, you're looking very charming.
Thank you.
You're looking very glamorous.
Thank you.
Sparkling like I don't know. It's okay. Let me hold it. Let me hold on here. But you're looking great.
Thank you.
I've already said that, and I'm repeating myself anyway. Don't worry, Ruby is already seated, and you know that is how. If you look so beautiful, I mean, sometimes you can even confuse people. But anyway, I'm not confused in the name of Jesus. Now, we start off with some stories that are circulated in Nigeria today. That is the This Day newspaper, and let me quickly read the headline banner of the This Day newspaper, saying that the federal government auditors to monitor states' finance. And I read the details, a little bit of the details of the story. It goes on to say that the federal government has authorized an independent financial audit of the 35 state governments, which assessed its 510 billion naira budget supports to the facility, budget support facility, that is BSF, in June last year. And it goes on to report that 8 reputable accounting firms, including the KPMG and the Ernst Young and the PwC, has been appointed to undertake an independent review of state financial management, and the plan is part of the nationwide public financial management reform which is being implemented by the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari through the Federal Ministry of Finance. So what I read has to do with the FG auditors to monitor state finance. Now, I believe you've been following this story for some time now.
Sure.
You've been helpful to us when it comes to moving into the Nigerian newspapers. Now, what do you make of the federal government to audit state finance? Do you think it is the right step and it's right direction for the Nigerian state?
Well, currently, I think they have really taken a very good steps as in to find out what is causing this monetary aspect in their country, and also to find the solution to it. That is to make sure that the money they use for their budget will be either reduced or cut down.
Or other,
Yes. So I think the decision they made is a very important and a well decision.
Now they are employing an independent body, that is the budget support facility, and we understand that they are supposed to audit the state finance. Now, many people have said that when it comes to, auditing state finance, sometimes you need to allow the independent body to do that. How do you think it affects when it comes to auditing? Do you think we should take on any state auditors, or we should look at an independent body who is not affiliated with any governmental roles or functions? What do you make of this one?
To me, I think the independent auditors, yes, is well recommended. You can
they're not affiliated.
Yes, you can give an example.
Okay.
A public school and a private school.
Okay.
Most of the time, some public school try to relax in terms of academics, but when you bring an individual or private person to do the work, it's well delivered. So I think that the private auditor is going to do a very good work, and the Nigerian as a nation will benefit from whatever she brings on board.
Wow. But do you think President Dr. Muhammadu Buhari is on point when it comes to structuring of the state finance? Right? When it comes to, is he really on point? Well, many have said that he's harsh in terms of his approach when it comes to monetary terms and what have you.
Well, we can't judge him, but what we got to know is Nigerians are experiencing crisis in terms of monitoring items, in terms of monetary states and all that.
Okay.
So I think for a president to come out and say that I'm going out for a new or a private auditor who can make sure that our budget will be reduced, I think it's a very good decision and a positive one to the nation as well. Yes.
And you think a Nigerian should rely on this man for the next term of office? Has he really done very well? I mean, in these short periods that he has been, appointed, not appointed, but elected as the president of Nigeria.
What I can say in terms of monetary aspect or the nation
the nation itself, do you think he's on point?
He's not yet done with his governance.
So I'm just asking that within this period.
Yes.
I mean.
Okay, the shortest possible he has said for now. It's quite good.
It's quite good.
Yeah, it's quite good. And for a president, like I said, for a president to realize that the country is really drained in terms of money, and for him to quickly step up and say, oh, I need a private auditor who can make sure that our nation monetary gets stabilized, I think is a very good decision from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think one thing that President Buhari is doing very, he has really impressed me is how, people in government functions have been able to, sometimes exploit state money and the manner and way he approaches them in order to,
refund them back.
And that's now, there's been a lot of arrests in Nigeria. And if you don't do your work well, these are the possible things that you should be encountering. So this has been the World Newspaper Review, and I've been discussing that with Ruby Boy, and we are looking at the FG auditors to monitor state funds. Now, in the Ghanaian front, there is a lot of stories making up with that government reject Mahama House. We're quick on that, then I go for commercial.
Mahama being rejected government offer, he has his own
house.
Yes, house. He has his own reasons. He, as a president, if I'm the president and I'm no more the president, I think I have to own something. You guys have to.
He's entitled to own a house, but to make a request as to the kind of house he wants, that is not what it is. Is inscripted. Is inscripted in the laws.
That's a very difficult one, of course, for you to break the rules or the laws of the constitution.
But he only made a request, so it is up to the president of Ghana to decide. to decide as to whether he should be given the request that he has made.
Well, I don't think the president is going to give it out, because our newly elected president Nana said that he is coming
President Nana Akufo-Addo.
Yes, President Nana Akufo-Addo says he's coming to fight over people that takes state properties. And those are similar issues that he wanted to tackle.
So it doesn't
I don't think, thank you. I don't think he would give a space for the president to have a state ownership. So this wouldn't be something that I think the president can have at the moment.
Your last comment on this one, then you wrap up.
Okay, what I can say is that we should just follow the laws in terms of Ghana constitutions and make sure that things doesn't break by our own speculation. Like, I want this, you have to do it because I'm this, I'm that. I think let's just follow the rules and see how things will go for the nation. Okay,
let's follow the rules and let's see how it benefits the nation. The exact words of Ruby Boy, radio and TV personality. My name still remains Fianclo Nicholas, your humble host for the Early Today Morning Show. I'll be going for a quick commercial break. When I return, I'll be introducing Honorable Solomon Jonko, CEO of Excel Travel and Tours, as well as a political analyst. And he's not alone. He's coming on board with Mr. Stephen Nana Amwakurudu, a social commentator on politics. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
Hello, for those of you watching me here in Ghana and West Africa, my name is Yabuatima Asafoje, and you are watching Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. This is a TV station from Europe, and all we do is to promote companies, industries, and then also ministries. Are you a man of God looking for a media platform to make publicity of your ministry? This is an opportunity for you. As you see behind me, the studio I'm in right now, this is made for all preachers, all ministers. If you're a gospel musician or a man of God who needs a studio or a TV station for publicity, do not let a camera or money limit you, this is an opportunity for you. If you don't have your videos, never worry. You see the numbers on your screen. All you have to do is take those tickets and give me a call and we shall chat. This is Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. If you find yourself in Europe, in Asia, all you have to do, you can get Rejoice TV by the satellite, the new Freebox Mini 4K, and then also by the D-Box Miami. By Roku decoder also, you can get us in UK and in USA. Hello, for those of you watching me here in Ghana and West Africa, my name is Yabuatima Asafoje and you are watching Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. This is a TV station from Europe and all we do is to promote companies, industries, and then also ministries. Are you a man of God looking for a media platform to make publicity of your ministry? This is an opportunity for you. As you see behind me, the studio I'm in right now, this is made for all preachers, all ministers. If you're a gospel musician or a man of God who needs a studio or a TV station for publicity, do not let a camera or money limit you. This is an opportunity for you. If you don't have your videos, never worry. You see the numbers on your screen. All you have to do is take those tickets and give me a call and we shall chat. This is Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. If you find yourself in Europe, in Asia, all you have to do, you can get Rejoice TV by the satellite, the new Freebox Mini 4K, and then also by the D-Box Miami. By Roku decoder also, you can get us in UK and in USA.
You welcome back from that commercial break. It is still the Early Today Morning Show, the biggest morning show across Africa and the world at large. Now, ahead of the discussion, you can bring your comments via WhatsApp. It is 0543-445361. Remember to add your name and where you text me from. It is very important. You can add the country code +233-543-445361. You can see my guests are already seated, and if you have any comments per the discussions, you can push it through our social media platform. Our Facebook account is activated as well. It is Rejoice TV. Do like the page and suggest to all your friends, and we'll gladly appreciate that. Now, ahead of the discussion, let's look at the topics that we'll be treating pretty shortly. Before I talk to my wonderful guests, they are already seated. They are looking very wonderful this morning, and we go straight to the Daily Guide, and it's reporting. There is a caption on the Daily Graphic this morning saying that government rejects Mahama House. So this is what we'll be looking into, the discussing, we'll be probing into that particular story, and we look at the Daily Graphic saying that Daily Graphic this morning says that it has a caption, headline banner: President names 13 ministers designate. Will be looking at into those stories as to whether they, actually, are very important appointments that have been made by the President of the Republic of Ghana in the person of Mr. President Nana Akufo-Addo. So pretty shortly, let me go to my wonderful guest, and like I said, they are poised for action. The Honorable, good morning and welcome on this wonderful show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I believe everything is well this morning.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. So, Honorable Solomon Donko, today we'll be looking at some important stories that have been reported by the, I did read something on the Daily Guide.
Yeah.
So, I believe we've all gone through and we know what's happening. So, I'll quickly go through the lead as reported in the Daily Guide this morning, and I read that story can actually be found on the page 2 and 3 of the Daily Guide. So this story is actually written by Mr. William Yao Owusu. So I read the lead. The Akufo-Addo government is not in agreement with the request made by former President John Dramani Mahama that he should be allowed to keep his current residence located at the number 3 Prestige Link Cantonment, Accra. The residence has been the official house for the sitting vice president. The rejection is contained in a report by the transition team, which was submitted to President Nana Akufo-Addo on Monday. It detailed reasons why the new government should not accede to immediate past president's request. There is a spontaneous outrage in the country over the decision by former President Mahama to appropriately, that is official residence as part of his end of service package. Now, government reject. I'm starting with you, Honorable Solomon Donkor. Government has rejected Mahama's request. What do you make of this particular, story?
I think it's the most appropriate decision ever. Sure.
Do you have any reasons for that?
Yes.
Okay.
When it's not good for you, it's not good for me. When it isn't good for me, it isn't good for you.
Okay.
Let's go back to 2008.
Okay.
When the ex-president Kufuor Gracia came, so many people talked about it.
That
we all condemned it. Was so much. It was so much. So they have to reduce it. And till now, the man has not even got a penny from the ex-Gracia.
Wow.
And I learned Mahama even made a comment that nobody should sell any official state properties to any of the ministers or whoever.
I see.
But if it's not good for someone, is it good for you?
No.
I think it's the most appropriate, and it's a good decision ever. I think that's
a good decision.
It's a good
decision. So you see it to be a tit for tat affair?
It's not good for that, though. He must get something. But what baffles me is that African leaders, they are greedy. I would say that.
Power drunk leaders.
I'm telling you, they are very greedy. Why am I saying this? Because you have worked for close to 80 years. You are telling me you couldn't build a house. Meanwhile, you are going home with
if you should build a house, you turn out to lambast or lash him for building his personal house for using the tax.
In which capacity? In which capacity?
Okay.
Unless you are being paid.
Of course.
So you can use your salary to
build your own.
If you do it in accordance with the law, nobody will be on your neck. Right?
Okay.
And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because now he is going home with a sum of 6 billion, which is 600,000 cash, and every month you're going to pay you.
Okay.
You're not going to pay electricity bill, water bill.
It's like the state is going to take
everything. So what are you doing with this state house again?
So in short term, would you say the government or the outgoing or the former president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, is greedy? Would you want to say that?
I would say that.
He's greedy.
I'll confirm that. He's greedy. He's greedy.
Okay, so you are still watching the Early Today Morning Show, and I've been speaking with Honorable Solomon Donkor, who happens to be a political analyst and a CEO of Excel Travel and Tours. Now, away from that, I'll be coming back to you. The Lord says that it is appropriate on the part of former government to be entitled to a house. Now, so if he has made a request, why are we, looking into issues as if he's doing something bad? What the law says.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Okay.
I will use the opportunity to greet your viewers.
Okay.
And say congratulate you as well for the good work you are doing.
God bless you too as well.
First of all,
okay.
The Constitution, the Ghanaian Constitution, mandates that at the end of every 4 years of your tenure of office,
you should be entitled
to such
facilities. Okay.
But one thing is, if you look at the analysis from 1992 to, if you want to build any analysis, you have to start from where democracy really started from.
Emerged. Okay.
Yes, somewhere around 1992, where we started voting.
Okay.
For public offices. And if you look at the acquisition of public properties by politicians, is becoming something
else.
I think that the president, he himself in his own capacity, even instituted a committee to review his own gross salary.
I see.
That is, so 40% of his own gross salary was added to his salary, so that at the end of the day, his tenure, he'll be able to acquire any property by himself. Those very properties that he has requested that the incoming government should give it to him is a facility purposely meant for the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
Okay.
But unfortunately now you are requesting for it.
Okay.
imagine that when Kufuor left, the one that he was occupying, the one that the vice was occupying, the one that Mahama
himself
is also occupying. If we would have, let's say, sell it to them or given it to them, do you think in the long run, posterity would definitely judge us?
Yeah.
And whatever be the case, those people reviewing this very request, they are level-headed, mature thinking people.
Okay.
Very, very educated.
The
so
chairman
if they
for the
sit down,
transition team.
yes.
Okay.
If they sit down and think that, okay, let's give this property to Mahama goes with it.
It is a bad precedent.
Yes, it's a very, very bad precedent. So I think that we can get something for him, but not
his request. He's entitled to it naturally.
That one, officially. Can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that the committee, they have done well. The transitional team, they have done well by rejecting the request from the former president.
Okay.
So they should also give a recommendation that maybe as a result of this, we cannot give you this very property, but this is the option.
Okay.
So that the president will have some, at least, I would say compensation. So for
he's entitled.
He's entitled to it, but you have to, in one way or the other. It's good that he requested.
Okay.
And the committee also sat down on it and thought that no, if we give you such property, it will worry the state.
Of course.
So this is the option.
And so even the laws are there to rectify that.
Exactly.
So if we should even turn deaf ear and go ahead, it's like we are setting a very bad precedent, and it will lead to chaos.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you. That was Mr. Stephen Nana Amoako-Redu, who happens to be a social commentator. We are still on the discussion segment. It's getting very hotter and interesting. So what are you waiting for? You can send your WhatsApp message and we'll gladly read them for you. Your name and where you texting us from is very important to this particular program, and it's a worthy cause. 0543 is the numbers to reach us. 0543 445361. We believe there are viewers across Africa and the world. Add the country's code +233 543 445361. Your name and where you're texting us from is very important. On Facebook, it is Rejoice TV. Do like our page, and we will gladly appreciate that. Now we are looking into that particular story, and let's move away from that particular story. Let's look at the Daily Graphic this morning, and it's reporting that President names 13 ministers designate.
Yeah.
That story can be found on the page 3. If you've not gotten a copy of that paper, do grab a copy and you'll see more of that. Let me quickly read something on that. This story was actually written by Victor Kwawu Kumi and Saitji Bope. So we read the lead. The President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo yesterday announced his batch of 13 ministerial appointees who will help him steer the affairs of the state. The names of the 13 have already been submitted to Parliament for vetting and approval. The nominees are a blend of people who have served as ministers and deputy ministers in the Kufuor administration and leading phases of the New Patriotic Party. Now, so it goes on and it reports on some notable names that have been reported. Let me see quickly, let me go through that. The list includes Mr. Iyab Osafo Mafo, who happens to be the chairman of the transition team, is now serving as the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning and Education, Youth and Sports in the Kufuor regime for the position of Senior Minister, which was first introduced by the Kufuor administration in his first term. Now, let's move away from there. The rest are Mr. Albert Kandapa. He's now being rectified as the National Security. Mr. Alan Tramantin, Trade and Industry. It is not surprising this man will be given that particular role. And Mr. Kenofori Atta, Finance. Dr. Owusu Efie Akoto, Agriculture. We have Mr. Boachi Ejako, Energy. Mr. Dominic Ntiwu as Defense. Mr. Ambrose Derry as the Interior Minister. Others are Ms. Shirley Ayoko Bochi, Foreign Minister Gloria Akufo-Addo, the Attorney General, and Haji Alima, local government. So the list goes on and on and on. Now, President has started to name his ministers for the particular ministerial roles. Let me start off with Mr. Redu. Mr. Redu.
Yes.
Now the names are out.
Yes.
Do you think there has been delay in terms of the ministers' appointees?
For me, I would say yes.
Of course, because political analysts are really saying that we are having 275 constituencies, and as of now, we only have 30 ministers.
Yes, but I think in all we have a very strong. For the NPP, they have a very strong neck where decisions are really taken.
Okay.
So I think that it's delayed, but I think it's in the good direction. The name that have to come out.
Okay.
If you look at somebody like Osafo Maafo,
he's
a very
experienced,
very experienced.
Old folk.
The man has been in the even finance, sports, education, and what have you. And he's now the leader of the transitional team.
Of course, yeah.
To become the senior minister, you know what goes into ministries.
Of course.
And your capacity or your capability as a minister, he will be able to direct some of the young ones who will be coming on board to help the government. If you look at somebody like Ali Mahama, Hajia Ali Mahama, for local government, the woman is going to do well. I know her personally.
You know her personally.
And I think that it's in a good direction. That Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president, is selecting such wonderful, capable people who are ready to serve the people of Ghana. If you look at the team that has been submitted to Parliament for approval, it's a very strong team. I must say it. It's a very, very strong team. Where it amazes me is the Ministry of Health.
The Ministry of Health.
Kwaku Agyeman-Manu.
I know him
personally, and I know that personally the man is going to do well. The man, I think, he is going to set up some committees that will help even to liaise better with national health insurance, so that those people, those facilities or hospitals that has not been paid their claims from February.
And prior to this appointee, there were a lot of notable names that were mentioned as will be appointed as the Minister of Finance.
Yes, but Ken Ofori-Atta, he is a financial man. I would say financial. He knows what goes into accounting. And given that opportunity for him to even go to that very ministry, I think he's going to do wonderfully well. But for the Ministry of Health, as I said, the man, I know him personally, he's going to set up so many committees to help pay even the national health insurance, the claims. Because as I'm speaking right now, most of the hospital facility has not been paid since February. So where do you think we will get enough money to even run their business? Number two, national health insurance is levied on everything. Even anything that you buy outside,
pure water,
even common pure water is levied on it. Go to anything. So why is it that the money is not? The money is there and we can't pay the facilities? The facilities are also rendering services. So where do we get money to even run the business? You are collapsing people. Always suppliers are on the medical facilities, claiming their monies. And here is the case that we don't have anything to even pay them. If you look at somebody like Minister of Energy, Boakye Agyapong, that man, I also know him. He's a pharmacist. And he was the former boss of FDA, Food and Drugs Board. And I think that man did well when he was at Food and Drugs Board.
It's like you are endorsing them already.
Yes, for me, that because their capabilities indicates that
you followed their track record.
Yes, I've followed their track record, and most of them I know them. And Akufo-Addo himself is a very competent person. So any name that he has said that this person will be able to help my team, this person is number one. Number two, the first 13 name that has come out, there is no way that somebody will sit and assess that this person is incompetent. All of them. And I think that they are going to help. Now, you see, at first we were having Power Ministry and the Ministry of Energy. No, now we are now going to have Ministry of Energy, where all other sources of energy will come under it, so that all committees can be set to allocate proper monitoring for all these very
nice ones.
So I think that the name that has come out
so far,
I really
if I allow you to
appreciate
go through, you will just go through them.
Thank you so much.
Time is also not on our part. So, Honorable Solomon Donkor, a quick one on that.
I think my brother said it all. The group is perfect. honestly speaking, they are all competent. They are going to do the work for Ghanaians, and they won't disgrace us because they've said a lot about the previous government. So I don't think we're going to follow the same steps.
Okay.
You're going to do the best for Ghanaians. That's all I can say.
Okay. So he's going to do the best for Ghanaians. That is the exact words of Honorable Solomon Donkor, and he's already here with me, and will be probing into issues. And like I said, Mr. Redu, a social commentator, is also with me in the house. Let me go for a spot of commercials. When I return, I'll be reading the message that you've actually sent us, and I'll take their last comment and wrap up on today's edition of the Early Today Morning Show. So stay on.
Hello, for those of you watching me here in Ghana and West Africa, my name is Yabuatima Asafoje, and you are watching Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. This is a TV station from Europe, and all we do is to promote companies, industries, and then also ministries. Are you a man of God looking for a media platform to make publicity of your ministry? This is an opportunity for you. As you see behind me, the studio I'm in right now, this is made for all preachers, all ministers. If you're a gospel musician or a man of God who needs a studio or a TV station for publicity, do not let a camera or money limit you. This is an opportunity for you. If you don't have your videos, never worry. You see the numbers on your screen. All you have to do is take those digits and give me a call, and we shall chat. This is Rejoice TV, Ghana's first international TV station. If you find yourself in Europe, in Asia, all you have to do, you can get Rejoice TV by the satellite, the new Freebox Mini 4K, and then also by the B-Box Miami. By Roku decoder also, you can get us in UK and in USA.
Welcome back from the commercial break, and you are still watching your favorite international channel, Rejoice Television. And if you are watching me and you are glued to your seat, I say fantastic morning going out to you. Now, there are a lot of messages that I've been able to troop into my inbox already, and before I look at that, now let me go to Honorable Solomon Donkor. Honorable Solomon Donkor, do you think there are any notable names that should have been appointed that as of now you've not heard their names?
Yeah, of course.
Your opinion on that?
I think it's too early to conclude, though, and even I'm waiting for mine.
Okay, interesting.
I'm waiting
Honorable
for mine.
Solomon Donkor, he's a renowned person in terms of politics. So
yeah,
I mean, if he should be appointed, me, I will gladly endorse that.
Thank you. Yeah, and you have some people like you have so many people out there who can work for us. Example, when you look at for Alain Martin, the position is better. I think we have already talked about it. And you have some few people out there. I can't mention, there are many, you know, MPP, they have the men to work with us, and I think I can't mention it because it's too, because if you pray, you know, say something now, it's going to be like you're in support of somebody. If somebody comes and you are not support, you know, so
but
it's just,
you know, we have opinions. So if you have your opinions, it has nothing to do with whether you are trying to be favoritism or something, I should say.
Sometimes if you say something and it hasn't come true, it's like you are anti somebody.
Okay, I understand you, Honorable Solomon Donkor. Yeah. Let me move away from there. Let me look at Mr. Steven Nana Amako Redu. Your take on that. Do you think there are any notable names that should have been mentioned so far that you've not heard anything about them?
Yes.
Especially the Ministry for Youth and Sport.
Yes, that one I think is vacant now.
It's vacant because we had names like Honorable Insiama Isaac of Member of Parliament for one of the states.
As my brother said, anybody that Akufo-Addo,
bring on board,
the president
of
the Republic of Ghana, will bring on board, they are capable of doing it perfectly.
Okay.
But I'm looking, in my opinion, I'm looking for some names like Lawyer Obribwai, the former Deputy Interior Minister.
Okay.
That man is also wonderful.
And so you are giving us names.
Yes. Somebody
and
like
I believe the president is also watching the show.
Obribwai. I'm looking for an appointment for him because he's a very disciplined man.
Okay.
and he's a very disciplined man. And
so he's a disciplined man.
Some position like the chieftaincy.
Okay.
I want somebody who will be able to put his feet down.
Okay.
So that so many, if you go to court now, so many litigations on chieftaincy issues. So I think that Nana will bring some competent people, especially to those very places, so that there will be sanity in the chieftaincy affairs. So I'm looking up for some wonderful names, and I know that any name that comes out, we are ever ready to support them for the better cause of Ghana.
Okay, let me quickly read some message that you've been able to send us on our social media platform on Facebook. We look at this message from Prince. Prince is saying, this is my first time of watching LA today, and it promises to be a wonderful show. God bless you, bro. Thank you, Prince, from wherever you are texting us from. We do appreciate your message. And now let me do some WhatsApp message here, and quickly. Okay, I have this message, and it says that early today morning show, so far the best, and I like this show. I can't even change my channel. Okay, that should always be the case. You should not always change your favorite channel, because we are giving you nothing but fantastic analysis in terms of whatever programs that you want to listen to or watch. Now, apart from that, let me do this message from Amina Inside Tamale. I am enjoying the show. Please say hi to Honorable Solomon Donko for me. Okay, Solomon, you have a message and the person is trying to say hello to you, so I don't know if you can answer hi. Okay, hi, Honorable says, and let me quickly read this one too. This one is also coming from Frank at Malam. Early today morning show, the biggest morning show you always say yes, has really lived to its expectation. Nice one, Frank inside Malam, for that message. Okay, there are lots of message that is coming in, but we do apologize for not being able to read your message, and I apologize sincerely. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll remember, and I promise you I'll be reading the message that you actually sent us. Now, let me take your last comment on this one, then we wrap up.
Okay, as I said yesterday, you all have to rally behind the new president, and it's going to help us all. It's not a matter of sabotaging. If you sabotage, you are sabotaging your own development.
Because we need to work together as a team.
Exactly. Now you don't have NDC, you don't have MPP, you have
political differences should be the past.
So we have to bring ourselves together. Whatever idea you have, you should help the new government to
move the nation forward.
Exactly.
Now let me take your comments, Mr. Stephen Nana Amakunrido.
Okay, thank you. I will also say that those people going around to seize government official cars, government properties, and other things.
It is uncalled for.
It is uncalled for. Yeah. Because we use law in the country, and I think that we should all rally behind the leadership of the country and see how best he will move the country. But we don't have to take the law into our own hands and be vandalizing state properties and other things. And I think that any name that comes out, we are going to help for the country to move forward.
The countries to move forward. Okay, thank you, Mr. Stephen Nana Amakunrido. He happens to be a social commentator and a political analyst as well. And I've been speaking to Honorable Solomon Donko. He's a political analyst and CEO of Excel Travel and Tours, the best travel and tours in the country at the moment. So you need to contact him when it comes to air ticketing and what have you. You are still watching Early Today Morning Show. It is the biggest morning show across the world and Africa. My name is Fianco Nicholas, your humble host, and enough thanks going out to my production team for their hard work, and not forgetting Mr. Bright Amankwa Jr., the director, and the MTR Yalbeles and Matthias Yosen for the splendid performance they put out today in order to make sure that this program runs and become a very successful one. Now, before I always sign out, I have this word for you that make Jesus the center and the altar of your life. I have made him and he's taking me to strike. So if you need to focus on anyone, it has to be Jesus Christ. Make him the center and the altar of your life, and your life will never be the same. Now, my outro song, I take Kojo Bentel and featuring Nene. They say this one: Father, forgive us. Holy Spirit, forgive us. So enjoy this music video. We'll come back tomorrow, same time, 7:30 to 8:30, and it is the Early Today show. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye bye for now.